Field in the heart of Green Bay. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And here we go from Lambeau. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. I got too many plays. I don't even care. Get out of my way. Out of my way.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready? Gotta be lying.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it'll only take us for about a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Ready? Bronco 80. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Catches made. That's the rookie out of North Carolina. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ready?
1st down from the 42.
Let's go now. Ready?
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Stop. Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Looking out of the gun, Sanders. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Working quickly here.
Cowboy 80.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
They go counter, it's Jacobs. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Get it. 19, Tiger.
The throw now is Sanders. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
60 back, yeah. 60 back. 19, 18.
They're in long for him here. Escapes the pocket. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and forced a 4th down.
Nevis able to knock it through. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
All in all, Kate, I call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left. Massive hit. The ball is out. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Running back sent in motion. Third down, it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the 1st down.
Go, 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 shorty. It's
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Green Bay Packers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Sanders. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On play action, here's Shadur. And now the ball's out, falling near midfield. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
60 vices, 60 vices.
Now Sanders. He's got him in, complete. They'll get 34 yards there.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Draws a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Gravity Lion.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And it fights through one man. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go street.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Check. Ready.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's able to get it down at a 2-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Are we surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing at all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd-1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it, a little quick pop there. But in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up a 1st down.
Viking 18. Go.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got him in. It's Rodriguez. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there for KC. 51 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Yellow. Hey, 43. Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Rodriguez. Touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they'll go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On the set.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Packers have 3-9 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Here's Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down.
19 Tiger. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now they'll shift things around.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now.
Come on, set. Bronco, let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
But now he appears to be in some pain. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. To throw is Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos. Bronco 80.
Sanders to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
2nd and 5.
Cougar 19. Panther 60. Panther 60.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Ready.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Sanders. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. That's a Packers touchdown. Kyle Pitts from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size... He can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Okay, ready? Here we go, set. Go.
And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Ready.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Shedeur Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Pacheco. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now Patrick going to change the play. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked, either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the 2nd half.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
19, Tiger, 19.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ready, go.
Throwing, Sanders. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds after getting...
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick.